Let's ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We are surrounded in divine white light, so it is and so it will be. Okay, like, share, comment, and subscribe to support our channel. Thank you. I love you. You guys are the best. Okay, we have stuff flying everywhere. I'm just going to get a couple of these out first. Okay, the first one out was Melchizedek. The second one is Horus. Katumi. Okay, awesome. We have Michael and Faith. Okay. We have Hilarion. This is the Divine Masters deck, if you're wanting to know. This is a great deck. Hathor. Okay, Katumi. Let's see. I feel like you're experiencing higher learning. You've committed to your vision through some sort of study. So this could also be like you've been gaining divine knowledge. There is a manifestation vortex, so you could be focusing on creation or what you've created. I feel like you understand thoughts attract and create, and you understand that like beliefs make manifest. Okay, so you understand the basics of like the fundamentals of creation here. All right, there is a spiritual calling here with Michael and Faith. There is a need to kind of go with the flow. There's a breakthrough moment. I'm getting like you might have to like surrender to this, and you do have divine protection. All right, and then we have Hilarion, which is divine emergence. Okay, and so this is really like heart chakra energy as well. There's this like being seen, right? It's kind of like stepping out, right, out of the shell here and let the world know your gifts. So you're being called to kind of like let people see you for who you truly are, not maybe the masks that you've worn before that kept you hidden and maybe even in plain sight. I feel like many of us have been hidden in plain sight. I do have light activation with Hathor. Hathor will be very like almost nostalgic for you, like, you know, the Hathors. I feel like there's acceleration happening. There is this brilliance, and you're being asked to stand in your light. Okay. I also have Katumi. So you've experienced something that was like something that initiated you. This talks about an initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. So these gifts can appear in multiple different ways. There is a paradigm shift, Serapis Bay. So this very much could be you've been on this growth journey, this healing journey. I feel like you're being asked to make necessary changes. There is an activation associated with this. Okay. What else? Mother Mary. So you very much could be having like divine experiences. There's a need to not be afraid of how powerful you truly are. I feel like these divine experiences are really awakening you, and you're having miraculous encounters. Okay. Beautiful. And then I have Sumat Kamara, who is letting you know that you're an open channel for divine energy. And so you may receive a lot of signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information at this time. So everything you've experienced was part of a large divine plan. Okay? Let's see. Okay, we are done with that deck. We're going to use the Archangel Power Tarot cards to go along with this reading. Okay, I guess we're getting these cards. Okay, so King of Michael. All right, so this is like Archangel Michael. All right, and it's also representing the characteristics of someone who's rational, ambitious, very well respected, and principled. And there's a need to see wisdom and there's a need to see wisdom and objectivity because they're important now. All right, so this is like observing, watching, taking note of, maybe learning, investigating, stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So I feel like this is you being a rational, reliable source, either of information or communication. I feel like you're very logical, okay? And again, like divine knowledge here. So you may have access to divine knowledge here. You may be connecting with Archangel Michael or many of these different teachers and ascended masters here, all right? The next card we have out is the Seven of Swords. It says there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. There could be something in the details. So you may be asked to think about what you'd like to experience next, okay? Because this talks about thoughts attract and create. So there is a better course of action. So if you're planning something, maybe there's an opportunity here to get some guidance on what is the best direction to take when it comes to your goals and what you're trying to attract and create. I also have a Page of Pentacles. This talks about something that's reliable, clever, educated, balanced. So I feel like there's a spiritual calling here, and there's a breakthrough moment, and an excellent opportunity is going to be offered. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. So I feel like you're going to feel called to kind of get to work. Okay, thank you. Beautiful. Interesting. All right, so next we have the Emperor. This is Archangel Uriel. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation and having ambitious plans. So I feel like this is like being seen and letting the world know your gifts. And it's saying stability and efficiency, taking charge of the situation. It's like you're the boss, right? You're the leader, right? You're creating change. You're showing up. You're reliable, resourceful. People are looking up to you. This is a position of power, all right? And you being able to have ambitious plans and execute them. It's also about like lining up resources that are needed in order to execute. There could be some like change in direction here, but I feel like you're divinely guided to maybe continue your studies of some kind. You could be actually a spiritual teacher or a teacher, someone who learns and then shares. And that could be part of your spiritual calling. It's like almost like recalling the past wisdom with objectivity so that it can be maybe brought into the physical. It's interesting. Let the world know your gifts. I feel like maybe you're somebody who has very special access to stuff that the world can benefit from. And I feel like that's the let the world know your gifts part. I do have insights here, and they come from quiet meditation. So this would be you connecting with oneself and going within. You could need or feel sleepy or off. You could need to seek relief from stress. So I'm getting like you might be somebody who has to like go within and spend time alone to recharge. I'm understanding like when you do this, I feel like it's as a result of like you being activated, your light being activated. And there could be like moments of downloads and accelerations as well as brilliance standing in your light. So this is about needing to like recuperate. Okay. And to gain that guidance, to go within, to connect with spirit. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah, positive new emotional experience is on the horizon. I feel like this is going to be fulfilling. This could be in multiple different types of relationships, but I'm getting like this very much could be your immediate relationship. So that could be like with your kids, your partner, your friend. But this is about deep and lasting spiritual insights and having deep relationships with others. There's a current situation that's going to initiate your gifts. Okay. Let's see. The moon. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance and face your fears and grow stronger. I guess you're being activated and there's changes that need to be made, or there's a shift happening and then changes will follow. They want you to listen to your intuition so that you're making the right plans and taking the right action. All right, so it's really important that you tune into your intuition, your abilities, and those that are on your spiritual team that support you. Okay, beautiful. Page of Swords, truthful, perceptive, analytical, and blunt. An exciting new challenge or contract. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. There's some sort of miraculous encounter. They don't want you to be afraid of being powerful when this comes your way. This is specifically for you, okay? But they do want you to make sure that it is aligned with you. Again, intuition here, understanding like there's a need to kind of, think things through before taking action. Okay. I feel like this is going to be very exciting for you though. All right. So we have solution. So this would be temperance. So this is like divine intervention when you see angels in tarot. Success that comes from objective compromise. So it's kind of like there's positive and negative in this scenario, and whatever this is, like, some things outweigh the other, and it's like, okay, well, what's more of a priority for you? Like, is it this or is it that? I feel like there could be some concessions for the greater good. So there's a need for self-control and patience with this, as well as forgiving and healing energy. So there's also Four of Pentacles. And so this is talking about being resistant to change. There could be something that may call for an extreme, or you're experiencing a bit of need about how you spend and save money. So I feel like maybe this is letting you know that there's something coming that you might need to save some money for, and this would be a good time to start saving. Not from a place of lack, but from a place of having freedom to choose and having a bit of self-control when it comes to things like that, as well as maybe there's a goal that you're working towards and you might need to save up for it to kind of like back up the manifestation, right? Manifestation, thoughts attract and create, like backing that up, right? Like with inspired action, you're like, great, like I'm willing to make a compromise here so that I can be in a better position to do this, that, or the other. I feel like there's a bit of that. There's also a bit of like moderation and balance, and also understanding like when you give, you also receive. So that could be playing out with maybe you've been working on something and it's now your time to receive. So we'll get more on that. Okay. Oh, I have the Lovers here. I didn't see that. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Ooh. So for some of you, you've been manifesting a loving partnership. And I would say that this is also something for you to decide, okay? I feel like one thing might lead to another. I feel like I feel like you put a lot of love out there. This could be you receiving it. This also can be like You may need to, be open, right? Being open. The Sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking. You are an inspiring success. Well, there you have it. We don't need any more cards after that. Bottom of the deck says, congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next. Okay, awards, scholarships, and promotions. So I feel like it's a beautiful time to be you. Okay, it's a beautiful time to be you. All right, continue to do what you need to do. Follow your guidance, follow your intuition. Know that you are here for a specific purpose. You have unlimited potential. Okay, star power, cosmic power. All right, sacred mission initiated. So if anything, this should be confirming. Round of applause for the channel, because you all are total, amazing, unlimited potential, cosmic beings of light. And I am grateful to be here to share the messages of support and guidance for your specific journey, your spiritual calling. Okay, let the world know your gifts. Okay, be open to receive. Things are changing rapidly. Okay, and they're asking for you to use that intuition. Okay, and integrity. Lead with integrity. All right, many of you are having very special encounters. Okay, if you've been having special encounters, I want to know in the comments. Okay, I would love for us to share that with one another, because sometimes we take those things for granted, or we dismiss them as if like, nah, I'm crazy, or no, I didn't just see that. Like a friend of mine I just heard, was seeing all kinds of amazing things through their third eye. So kudos to him. That shows, that he is open to receive. Okay. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope you have the most amazing day. Sending you lots of love. Bye now.